we connect this point to the cabin in the woods.
That's a 5-mile radius. It's too big.
Forget the creepypastas. There is an official record of a kidnapped child in the Pokemon world, and the culprit wasn't human. It's a creature you probably have sitting in your PC right now. Nintendo tried to bury these Pokédex entries, but the archives don't lie. And the scariest part, there is a disturbing biological reason why Hypno targets children specifically. And I'm going to reveal it in 60 seconds. We all know Hypno, the Gen 1 psychic type with the pendulum. But while Pikachu is the face of the franchise, Hypno is its darkest shadow. Most fans think his design is just creepy, but if you analyze the official evidence from the games and the anime, you realize a chilling truth. This isn't just a Pokemon. It's the most efficient apex predator in the Kanto ecosystem. And that pendulum, it's not an attack. It's a hunting method. Game Freak left breadcrumbs that will be censored today. Look at the data. Pokemon Red and Blue. It literally says, there was once an incident where it took away a child it hypnotized. A real incident. Pokemon Sun. They tried to do damage control here, calling it a legend. Why the change in tone? Because in the remakes, they stopped calling it a legend and forced you to live through the kidnapping in the first person. Sevii Island. A desperate father begs you to find his daughter, Lostel, in the berry forest. When you find her, there are no human villains, just a terrified little girl paralyzed in front of a wild Hypno. But here is the open loop most players miss. Why her? Pokemon biology reveals that Hypno feeds on dreams, but there's a twisted detail. Children's dreams are described as tastier. Hypno isn't a random kidnapper. He's a specialist harvesting the purest nutrients. And that leads to the question. Nintendo is terrified of you asking, is Hypno an animal or a psychopath? Think about this. Drowsy is a tapir, an animal that uses its snout. But when it evolves, Hypno develops an external tool, the pendulum. This isn't part of its body. He crafts it or finds it. This implies high-level intelligence and deliberate intent. It is the only Pokemon whose primary survival method is based entirely on mass mental manipulation and abduction. He's not defending territory. He's gathering livestock. Next time you see a Hypno in your party, remember, you aren't training a pet. You're training a creature responsible for the most terrifying disappearances in Kanto history. So, is Hypno just misunderstood, or should these Pokédex entries have been deleted years ago? Let me know in the comments, especially if you know the theory of why that pendulum never stops moving. Subscribe if you want the dark truth behind the Ditto experiments. This is Shadow Ball, and remember, don't look at the pendulum.